Welcome to Zison News Ghana. Policy think tank, Imani Africa, is calling for urgent auditing of the accounts of the Electoral Commission of Ghana, EC, citing escalations in its expenditure on the electoral process. According to the founding president and chief executive officer of Imani Africa, Franklin Cudjoe, the EC's expenditure on voting infrastructure, for instance, has been increasing astronomically over the last decade as improved technology is being introduced. For Imani, the massive expenditure and concerns raised by the Auditor General in his 2013 to 2018 audit report call for urgent auditing of the staggering expenditure of the EC over the years to establish whether or not there was wrongdoing or mismanagement. Recent audits by the Auditor General in the period between 2015 and 2018 have flagged serious problems with the integrity of the EC's asset management and the quality of its asset registers, systems seriously critical to safeguarding and conserving this country's meager financial resources whilst ensuring the sound discharge of the EC's mandate. In the midst of these lingering concerns about the quality of the EC's asset management practices, the EC has stoked controversy with an announcement that it intends to discard the entirety of its current biometric voter management system, and has indeed begun awarding contracts to procure a brand new system, BVMS, at a potential cost in excess of $80 million. We are of the carefully researched view that such expenditure warrants an urgent audit of past expenditures to ensure that these cost escalations are not driven by maladministration of assets, negligence, or much worse, malfeasance, Mr. Cudjoe proposed on social media. The EC is set to compile a new voters register this year despite widespread opposition to move, especially by opposition parties and some civil society organizations. The opposition National Democratic Congress (NDC) has accused the governing New Patriotic Party (NPP) of conniving with the Electoral Commission (EC) and the National Identification Authority (NIA) to rig the 2020 elections. Source: Ghana Web. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe.
What it means is that all these people who don't have NIA card will have to either go and swear affidavit or wait until some people are registered and guaranteeing them. An exercise which is going to be clustered and which, according to them, is going to take about 8 days or so. So in essence, you realize that at the end of the day, several people will be frustrated, they will not get the opportunity. And if you look at the figures, you realize that the percentages increases in the NDC strongholds. And it is a very worrying sign that it is a deliberate attempt to suppress votes and ensure that as many people as possible are unable to